my dreadlock in the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, alert! 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 Check 9, check 9. Watch the safety creep. Hey, alert! 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 Recon, 132 fighter. 11, 11. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Walk.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And some room to run now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Hey, gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Here we go, here we go. 120! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Shit. White. Check 99. Check 99. Check. Check.
It's Coleman here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
21.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. 14-year trusty veteran, able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And the Browns, 1st down.
Mike, 180! Mike 5-4. Hey, watch the slant. Deuce. King.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Good. 180. 50. Watch the screen. Hey, alert.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got... And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 4-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Browns 7, 49ers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
12, fellas, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check. Lucky. Check 31. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Jim.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the 2-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes this 26-year-old ball carrier.
65. Watch the twist. Kill. SOS. Hey, gun.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
11. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike,
from the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Second and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
11. Go ahead.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Black. 58 to Mike, 58. I got you. Three balls.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by Gold is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, You're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 3, check 3. 21, 21.
Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 24, check 24. Check, 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 check.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
King.
Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Mayfield now from the 50. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 46-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Alert 33.
First down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And some room to maneuver. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go. 180! Mike, 58, right there. Come on, 11.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 180! White. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down.
I got this.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Mike 51.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
A gain of 15. First down, Browns.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
San Francisco.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Regular.
Back to the ground, this time it's Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Check 26, check 26. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. I got you.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
21. Here we go. Watch the shift. 25, check 25, check 25. Pick the edge. 12. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I got him. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Mayfield now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And again, it's Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over. Let's go, baby. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Check 50, check 50. Shift, watch the shift. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Tighten up. 36. Hey, switch gears. Six. I got this.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Let's go,
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Shift.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Oh, you Kareem Hunt. We know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Who draw Corkers? Kings. Safety's creeping.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
51 to Mike. 51.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Check 49, check 49. Hatchet, H3, 218, chopper. Hey, alert! 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 Sponge! 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 No! 11! 11! 11! 11! 52! 6-6! Pull it high!
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
58's the mic. Now watch run, watch run. Lock, lock, lock. Check 9. Watch the safety creep. Hey, gun. Motion.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go.
46-yard line.
I'm coming. 11. 58, Mike. Yeah. I got you. Watch twins. Hey, check 24.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Let's go.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Wide, get wide. 12, fellas, here we go. Twist. Hey, exit. Hey, gun. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
11, 11. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 13, 13. I got you. Danny.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass, intended for Emmanuel Sanders, incomplete. Leads to second and goal from the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Black! Shoot! Check 99! Check 99! Hey, gun!
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say